What follows is a special blast episode from the Audacity podcast group, recorded at the first Kayak-tion of the year in Port Clyde Harbor, July 2026.
Yeah, I'm the voice of Audacity.
I am the voice of Audacity.
I am the voice of Audacity.
Local voices, real impact, right now. Audacity, creative action together.
Susan, what's the plan for today?
We are going to go out on the water to have a silent vigil in front of the summer residence of Chief Justice John Roberts. There will be some signage letting him know that we are not happy with the overturning of Roe v. Wade, with Citizens United, things that have been happening since 2010. And the list keeps growing. So, a message.
Well, today, folks who call themselves the Audacity, we're not an organized or incorporated group, we're just a bunch of citizens. We are taking to the land between Port Clyde and Upper Island to draw some attention to Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts and the sequence of his decisions that have led to the situation we're in today.
How is the protest going to work? What's the plan?
Well, we're going to put in here at 9:30ish initially, and around 10 we'll push off, and just basically just head over and set up a little floating flotilla. Some people will paddle around a little bit. We stay, give enough room for all vessels traveling back and forth along the channel, and keep off, I forget how many feet, 120 feet or 200 feet from his dock, so that he doesn't have any issues with us blocking his access to his dock and everything. So it's a very peaceful protest, and we're just here to demonstrate, as the Constitution says, our grievances, to voice our grievances to the government, to the Supreme Court.
Not just that the citizenry is not, all of the citizenry is not on board with the agenda, the conservative agenda. So I believe in separation of church and state. I believe that money should not be power. I believe that we are the people. We have a democracy, and I'd like to support that.
We need presence everywhere. We have to show them that we're not giving in. I don't know. It's really hard. It's so frustrating right now. It's horrible.
Even if it's carrying a kayak on your shoulders.
I don't mind carrying a kayak. I've carried kayaks hundreds of miles in my time.
Like this beautiful, serene, but remote, rural area of Maine is not a place where he can get away from the decisions and rulings that he's using to decimate our Constitution.
A series of decisions that have said for people who are on the bottom of the power pole, the poor, or racial minorities, people who've been discriminated against, he's raised the standard to prove that exists, to the point where someone has to walk up and basically say with a Klan hood on, "I am a racist." At the same time, lowered the bar for accountability for the most powerful among us, including the president and anyone that he seems to designate as one of his agents, leading to people losing their health care, people losing their right to be in their jobs, people losing their lives. In Biddeford, a young man with a 3-year-old daughter was shot, and a huge part of that is because ICE agents are unaccountable. All these killings that have gone on due to ICE, and there has not been one arrest. And even when it's as plain as day what has happened, and has been set forth by John Roberts through his decisions with zero accountability through his Supreme Court decisions, it is something that is damaging the very fabric of our country. And if we think it's done, I think we're just going to have to wait a few months to see what happens. So before it's too late, we're taking to the water. It's visible, it's a powerful symbol, and we're trying to draw attention to our fellow citizens that there is a slow motion disaster and it's gaining speed.
Is this the first one that you've done?
We did 2 last summer, one in July, one in August, and we planned this one in July, and we'll do another one in August. It'll be the 3rd Saturday morning in August, August 15th.
And what has been the response?
Well, the response has been quite positive. So we're hoping that with July, the very first one we did, it was sort of there were, I'll say, 10 people on shore and 10 boats, and by August there were double or triple that. So we're hoping for a big turnout today. This, we hope, is what democracy looks like. Colorful citizenry participation and a jubilant, comical. You'll have to get a picture of the kangaroos and the eagle and whatever, but yeah.
This is absolutely what democracy looks like. It's absolutely the imperative that the citizens of any democracy be active. That's what democracy depends upon. That and voting, by the way. Voting is, in my opinion, the lifeblood of a democracy. It's the most fundamental thing that a person can do. It's akin to serving in the military, in my opinion, because it's protecting the government that we have, whereas the military is protecting the geographic, basically, of what we have. So they go hand in hand.
But we've read the First Amendment. We know that it is the right of the people to peaceably assemble and petition the government for redress of grievance. And that is what we're doing today. That's why we're here, because he's here. And we don't want to change his mind. We don't think we're going to change his mind. We're not threatening him. But what we are doing is we're making a statement for history about where the people of the United States of America stand. And we stand against this.
Although we're a small band of folks, we gather every Saturday at Chapman Park in Rockland, Maine, from noon to 1. But we also do plenty of more. We have Signs of Fascism project, as well as the Signs of Democracy project, where we demonstrate throughout the state. Yeah, I mean, the list goes on and on, you know.
So it's important for him to hear people speak
peacefully and demonstrate loudly, and you know, this is just a beautiful way to do it. And you know, we've done it by land, now we'll do it by sea.
If you're interested in learning more about Audacity, you can find us at www.audacitycat.com. We can also be found at Blue Sky, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you for listening.
The Voices of Audacity podcast joins with other AudacityCAT efforts to share information, promote political action, and enable discussion among local citizens. Although we hold different views on specific issues, we agree on 7 core values. We oppose authoritarianism, bigotry, and corruption. We support inclusive democracy, equity, and freedom. And we are committed to nonviolence in all actions. Any individual opinions expressed in these conversations reflect the individuals involved and do not necessarily reflect the stance of Audacity as a group.